Welcome back, listeners, to the MDS Guru podcast. This is Melinda Renshaw, and I am happy you're here. This episode is hosted by Renshaw Reimbursement and Consulting. Reach out to them if you need any help with your MDS or PDPM or CMI. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for listening, always. Recently, I was asked how the new CMI changes are going to roll out for the state of Missouri in January. Myers and Stauffer will begin auditing again, and if you are picked and your assessments that they choose cannot be validated, I was asked what's going to happen. Like, are they going to give the home a default rate for the entire quarter? Are they just going to change those assessments that they look at to default if they're not validated, or what? So I have the official answer. I reached out to Myers and Stauffer and got it. My reply from Missouri Rates is, for each assessment that is reviewed and is unsupported, the assessment will be reclassified into the next PDPM category that is supported per the hierarchical method. Does everybody know what that means? That means if you have something or a resident whose CMI falls into special care low because they have oxygen therapy and respiratory failure on the MDS, but the respiratory failure is not a diagnosis that is signed in the last 60 days and active in the last 7, then they will not be able to validate that CMI, and that resident would drop down to clinically complex because they can validate the oxygen therapy but not the respiratory failure. You don't automatically get a 0.62. If that's what's holding the resident, then the resident's CMI will drop. However, there are diagnoses and things that will not be validated that have no influence on CMI, and I am not sure of the direction they will take with those type of assessments. A lot of times there are respiratory diagnoses that influence the CMI, but the primary diagnosis is a type of dementia. Moving forward with the email, it states, revised final resident listings for the point-in-time data reviewed will be prepared and will reflect the revised PDPM category and associated CMI for the unsupported assessment. So they will send out new draft rate listings to make sure the payment source, etc., is correct. And then the average Medicaid CMI for that point in time will be recalculated, and then the average CMI used for rate setting will be updated accordingly. And that is directly from Missouri Rates. If you have any questions or you need more clarification, just reach out to us. We'll be glad to help you. We're all bracing for this, and we're anxious to see how this plays out. As always, thanks for listening.